We are back live after some technical difficulties here at the Castle. A 2-point game. Saw a big run here from the Vikings, being physical. And call from the refs, foul on Isaac Butler. Looks inside. Brzezinski off the mark, gets his own miss. Or does he? Swings it around.
Charlie Mock with that hustle play there. Vikings still have possession. 3-ball is good. Vikings take their lead back by 1. 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
That one looks like a bit of a shove. Lincoln Swan playing a little too overprotective there on the way in, and that'll send Butler to the line for 2 shots. I talked about it a little bit earlier. You know, obviously those early quarter fouls helped out. Now they're in bonus. They're already sending them to the line with 3 minutes to go. However, Vikings back in the driver's seat, 53-52. Since the first, ties at 53-53. Butler sinks a second. He's shooting pretty dang good from the line this season, 75%. Here's Bob bringing it up the floor. Ba dishes. Brzezinski swings it out. Up in the air, no good. Good defense from the Knights. Bollinger pushes up the floor. Here's Butler. Splits the defense. Bollinger's got a wolf on his tail. A travel. Not the call I was expecting. Was maybe looking for a charge or looking for a block. But a travel. Wow. Very interesting call there. Here's Ba. Stripped away. Wise. Feet got moving a little too quick. Alexander Wise. A costly turnover there on the travel.
I don't think I've ever seen this many travels called in a boys varsity match, especially at this high of a level in this GAC matchup. Cross-district rivalry.
Yeah.
Those little mistakes don't normally happen that much. We both had 2 teams step over the line.
Yeah, my goodness, some happy feet from both these guys. Charlie Mock finishes it with the left. Beautiful pass from Elijah Bollinger, top of the key. Here's Stiff. Looks, or sorry, not Stiff. Ba looks inside, picked up by Stiff. And Van Buskirk finishes it off. Trails 56-55, the Vikings do. Knights have got to be feeling good.
Sure, they're trying to draw up lots of 3-point plays here, build that lead as quickly as possible. Only 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining. You have to be on the mark for everything.
Absolutely. A 1-point game. Again, for anyone just tuning in, it's been 18 straight games. 18 straight games where the Vikings have taken the win over the Knights. It doesn't really reflect much of a rivalry, but, man, things happen. Things happen in an instant. And we could be seeing an all-time great of a game shaping up here in just a few moments. 1 minute, 51 seconds left on the clock. Everyone's sitting on the edge of their seats.
The Vikings also have to be super smart about any contact that they make, because any foul that they get will send the Knights to the free throw line. The Knights still have 2 fouls to give until the Vikings reach the bonus.
Yep. Looking to take some advantage of that that leniency on the contact there. Gonna look to waste some time as well. Knights a very good team at burning clock. Poked out of there, Lincoln Swan. Bollinger set to inbound it from the near side near the student section. Here he comes, Butler. Back inside, Bollinger dishes. Oster! My goodness, this guy can play some basketball. Beckett Oster.
Vikings bring out the court fast. They need to get a score here if they want to stay in this game. And a charge will be called.
Charge called. Charlie Mock plants his feet. Said he was the immovable object earlier. This time, he is moved, but it's by his own choosing, I guess, in a way. Takes the charge call, a huge one on Alexander Wise in a crucial time. Some scrappy basketball. Heavy trap coming. Elijah Bollinger, no foul called. Van Buskirk takes it. Off the mark.
Foul.
And a foul called.
That is the last foul they can give before the Vikings will make it to the line on any foul.
Yeah, Bollinger jumped up there, just got a little too excited. Swatted over the top. Knights lead 59-55. 1 minute and 3 seconds remain. Here's Ba, 65%. Gets it. The noise never bothered him anyway.
A minute and 3 seconds remaining. 3-point lead for the Knights.
Sinks it. Didn't phase him. Bollinger looks to inbound. Gets it to Butler. To Mock. Mock, what will he do? Floats it. My goodness, Charlie Mock. Turning up late. Clutch time performer. 3 ball. Off the mark. Oster in the paint. Almost loses it. Letting him play. Swings it. Stiff. Lays it up. The castle erupts. Andre Stiff. The Knights can smell it.
They got their momentum back here. They have all the energy. The crowd is hyped for them. Their teammates are hyped for them. Their coaches are hyped for them. They have everything they need to finish out these 38 seconds.
Have you seen anything like it? 6-point lead, 38 seconds. I'm looking over at the posture of the Vikings bench. It's looking a little somber. You can't have that. Seen a couple guys kind of, throw their arms down, maybe giving up a little bit of hope. But you got those key players, Isidore Ba, Brzezinski, Van Buskirk, O'Hare. Those guys are here to win it. They've beat the Knights, maybe 3-4 times, maybe more even if you're counting fall and summer league. They're not letting that streak go away. Not without a fight anyway. 38 seconds is a whole lot of time. And in Misha High School athletics, anything can happen. Alexander Wise. Set to inbound the ball. A drop coverage. Little bit of press. Don't want him to burn too much clock. Makes Bob pick it up. They need a shot quick. Here he is. Dishes out. Brzezinski fires. It's good. Don't count him out. Wise hands on the ball. 25 seconds. Butler breaks through the defense. Looks for a foul called. And a travel. 21 seconds. Anything can happen. They need a 3, but they can afford a 2. The defense has been phenomenal in this final quarter of play. They look to hold for the final shot to send this one to overtime.
Fighting through the screen there.
Good! Aiden O'Hare fires from 3. A timeout called. Larry Green reaching the the playbook, fellas. What do you got? A miracle with only one shot to go. 8.6. Scoreboard correction. 8.6 to go. Full timeout break.
The Knights have to be able to get through this press, get a nice shot up, maybe even make it to the free throw line if they can. But this last possession that they have, they cannot turn this ball over.
Knights Nation showing up, man. They are hyped. How could you not be? All the way up here in the mezzanine. But, man, you can feel it. Aiden O'Hare with a clutch shot. They, like I said, they needed a 3. They could afford a 2 if they wanted to trust their defense. Pulled the trigger. Man, he's a sharpshooter. Gets it done. Here we go. We saw this with Troy on our last live stream. Tie game. Aiden Roth misses a full court shot. They lose it in overtime on a game winner from Brett Richardson. Kicking in. Lightning can't strike twice, can it? Loses it. Bollinger! Off the mark! And ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to 5. Overtime, heading your way on FHNtoday.com/live. My goodness, the Vikings have every bit of momentum here. Will, talk us about what you're seeing right now.
This is absolute insanity. The student section was absolutely livid after those last 2 threes. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. This game, I didn't think anything could top the Troy game, but I've been proven wrong. Like you say, time and time again, anything can happen in Michigan High School athletics, and we have certainly seen that here tonight.
Yeah, man, that Vikings team is hyped on their bench. We'll be back with you post-game, Will. Until then, stay locked in. I know it's tough down there, but stay locked in, all right? Here we go. Huddling up, center court. Vikings looking to snatch the crown from the Knights. Oh, getting chippy. Isidore Ba, Elijah Bollinger mid-court. Fellas, the clock hasn't started yet.
Sure, there's some talk about that last shot Bollinger had. All he can do is laugh at himself there. Next play mentality for this Knights team.
Absolutely. You need it. Ball goes up. Wise gets possession. 4 minutes, make or break, ride or die. This is where legends are made. Here's Ba, Van Buskirk to Wise. O'Hare, man of the hour. Brzezinski hits another. He had the triple to set up O'Hare's ball and now pushes it. 66-63. Butler knocked over on the shot. No foul called. Gets his own 3-ball miss, and this time, I believe a foul.
Looks like 2 shots here for Isaac Butler.
Scoreboard doesn't show it, but I do believe in overtime fouls reset. I could be wrong. I am wrong. Thank you for that correction.
That will be the 6th team foul on the Vikings.
Came at a crucial time. A double tech? What do we just see? No. Technical, Isidore Ba and Elijah Bollinger both get teed up, talking in the lane lines. Both of them smiling, laughing.
They both want this game bad.
Not sure trash talking right now is the way to do it, but you know what? I'm always a fan of competition. Butler knocks down the first. He's not the guy you're going to want to send to the line if you're the Vikings. Ba checks out of the game for Francis Howell High. Getting a talking to from Agbo. Here's Butler. Looks for his second. and sinks it. 1 point game. Nearing the 3-minute mark in front of a pinked out crowd. Charlie Mock stunts, recovers. Here he goes. Wise backs it out. Hasn't done too much on the offensive end, but he has facilitated well. Dishes. O'Hare moves inside. Pokes. What an athletic play. Gets it out in transition. Bollinger. And a jump ball called. My goodness.
That was a tough pass there from Andre Stitt in between two Vikings defenders there.
Nearly got plucked. A risky one. A risky one. Man, I like it. Pushing the floor.
Another foul called on the Vikings.
Charlie Mock. This guy shooting okay, right? Right from the free throw line. Maybe not the best possible option if you're the Knights, but Vikings have done their scouting. Shooting 42%, looks to improve that here. Knocks it down, and he does. To push the score to 67. Here's Mock. Magic fingers from the student section. And he does! The student section erupts and cheers for two different reasons. Clock ticking under 3. Here's Lincoln Swan. Boy, do these seniors want it bad. And Buskirk dishes to Wise. This place is rocking. Caught in a trap, Van Buskirk from 3. It's good. 67-69. Knights need a bucket. Mock, top of the key. Here's Butler. Roth, high post, miscommunication. Oh my goodness. Van Buskirk runs the floor. No good. Good defense from Mock. Here's O'Hare, dishes, Wise, patience. Swan, a warning, the Howell sideline, staying on the bench, not on the court. Here's Swan, aggressive defense, switches, 1.5 minutes to go. Gonna need to get up in his face eventually, you'd think. Van Buskirk on the shield.
Vikings using up as much of the clock as they can here, but the Knights can't risk giving them shots at the free throw line to go up and foul.
A sticky situation indeed. This time a good foul from Charlie Mock. He broke through a couple defenders. Make him earn it at the line in this situation. Don't need to give Lincoln Swan a free shot at the hoop.
Andre Stitt just talked to the ref about some possible moving screens from the Vikings there, but
saw it a couple times there.
That they were flopping, not playing good basketball, basically.
Yeah, man, you got to be physical. I agree with it. I like it. Unless it's like incredibly blatant, I think you got to agree with it, right? You know, late game situations here. Friday night, tensions are high. As long as the physicality's called both ways, I like it. Timeout called. Francis Howell North. Whew. It's a good one. Absolute classic. Shaping up here at Francis Howell North. Getting flashbacks, some PTSD, some would say, to the Troy Buchanan game. That one went over with also very similar 68-68 score. Aiden Roth missed the full court heave by mere inches. And then they push it to overtime. Lost on that game-winning bucket. 1 minute and 4 seconds, man. Anything can happen on this GAC South stage. And anything that could happen will happen here in the last minute. I'm sure it will.
one more free throw to shoot for the Vikings here. Trying to push it to a 2-possession game.
Nice season, full of a lot of heartbreak. How many times can a heart be broken? That's the question. Can they recover? Down 3. Minute to go to make it a 2-shot game. And he does. Lincoln Swan checks out after those made shots. And in comes Isidore Ba. Here's Butler. They need some buckets. Don't need to rush it. A full minute ahead. Oster, left open, off the mark. And this one, tied up. No jump ball. Wise and Bollinger throwing some hands. Sends them to the line. A lot of palms up, complaining from a lot of different guys right now. We see Bollinger, bottom of your screen. You see O'Hare, top of your screen, talking to the coach. Now made his way away, but man, Van Buskirk, a chance to seal it. The guy shooting phenomenal from the line. Has yet to miss today. Stays on par.
It is now a 5-point lead for the Vikings here.
These boys need a miracle. 6 points, 50 seconds.
2-possession game.
And this one, Wise to seal it. Gets it to go.
Knights are still going to push it up the floor, see what they can do in the last 30 seconds.
You have to. And that one, O'Hare. Don't know how well scouts are going to like that one. Can't lie to you. Gets the dunk. Hey, got up there. I like the ups. I like the hops. Seen some of his highlight reels, believe it or not. Guy can play some basketball. And this time, knocks down his first, pushes the lead to 9. Here he goes. Collects himself. 10-point game. Knights have just got to sling it. Bollinger, 3-point play. A long ways to go here. Assuming this connects, 7 points, 20 seconds. Pretty far-fetched, but man, it's happened before. It doesn't happen often, but it has happened before.
Aiden Roth, the freshman, comes back into the game for the Knights. Hopefully to get some shots up. He's a great 3-point shooter. Finishes through contact. Bollinger makes his second free throw. They're up in a press. 15 seconds to go.
And a foul with 12 seconds remaining. So close, but so far for the Francois North Knights. Swan looks to fly. In comes Keemon Harris with 12 seconds to go. Shot from Swan on the money, 70-78.
Now, no matter what the outcome of this game ends up being, these two teams still face off against each other, thinking like a week.
Yeah, it is a very quick turnaround. And that'll do it. A pink out here at the Castle. And the Vikings in overtime win it in an absolute thriller. What better way to do it? We'll set it down. Will Jennings, what are you seeing right now?
First of all, I'm seeing a good amount of disappointed fans from the student section. We're up. The Knights were up by a lot. They allowed a comeback, and really almost like a heartbreaking loss. We saw a very similar situation with the Troy game. But overall, during the game, I saw a great impact from a lot of different players. But anything can really happen in Misha High School sports, and we see that here tonight.
It can, man. It was an absolute thriller here at the Castle. Final score might not have gone the way the Knights exactly wanted it to go. The second overtime. You know what? Maybe we're the bad omen. The last two streams, both of them losing in overtime here for the boys varsity team. You know what? It's all right. It happens. We're going to spotlight some players, right? We saw Beccados to really turn up again tonight. The guy's been making a lot of plays. His three-point ability has improved so much over the course of the season. You just got to really, tip your cap to him. Elijah Bollinger, except for that technical foul that canceled out anyway in the fourth quarter. He played a phenomenal game. Charlie Mock was getting in there, being physical. We didn't see Aiden Evans. We didn't really see Kevon Harris until those final, 10 seconds or whatever. But on the Howell side of things, any key players you really saw stand out there?
I would definitely say Aiden O'Hare getting that clutch three at the end to send it into overtime. You can't really beat that. He was aggressive on defense, playing against Eli Bollinger in the paint. Super hard to guard, not fouling a ton either is super impressive, being a bigger guy, playing in the paint all the time. He really came up and showed out for his senior season against the North Knights.
Absolutely. I mean, again, this team was packed full of seniors. Isidore Ba, Aiden O'Hare, Oliver Van Buskirk, right? We're seeing a lot of those all-conference players, and they just showed it out there on the court tonight. Again, in front of a pink-out crowd, probably the biggest crowd I've seen here at the Castle. And, win or lose, that was that's an all-time game. People will remember that. On the Viking side, obviously, for the clutch threes at the end of the game, great overtime performance. On the Knight side, maybe not the positive memories, but my goodness, it was loud in here. It was a fun night, very, very exciting. And again, February 20th, we'll be back here live streaming another doubleheader. Fingers crossed. Maybe not another overtime loss here for the Knights, right? But until then, my name is Kane Manfull. I'm joined here with Danny Fugina. We're reporting for FHNtoday.com/live. Make sure to check out our socials at FHN Game Day and at FHN Today for more news every day. Until the 20th, we'll see you later.